Hey guys, today let us explore this particular community post where my answer was accepted as the solution. So we'll see what is the problem statement and what's the approach I took, and we'll also explore the solution. Okay. So the problem statement here is, so they are trying to handle two date fields. Okay. So they have two dates, for simply calling it as date one, date two. Um, the requirement is when they select a particular date, let's say December 23, they are looking for a value of previous 4 months, ignoring the current selection. So when December is selected in date one, ignoring December, previous 4 months is considered. So that means August, September, October, November. Okay, so that's the first half of the requirement. The next thing is, since they have one more field called date 2, so they are considering a similar time frame over there as well, and then they are considering only the record where the data coincides or overlaps with these two fields, right? Meaning, for example, when they select December, so in date 1 we have these dates, right? August, September, October, November. These four falls into the 4 month, previous 4 month category. Whereas in date 2 we have starting here August, September, October, November. Okay, but the records, if you see which overlaps, only these two records overlaps. Okay, so here even though we have September, this is July outside the range, and this is June outside the range. So these two doesn't satisfy a requirement. And similarly here, even though it is October and November, but these two are out of the range, December and January. Okay, so only these two records satisfies the requirement, so which is falling under the previous 4 months: August, October 18, September, November 19. So sum of these two, 18 plus 19 is 37, is what the expected result they are looking for. Okay, so that's the requirement. So now let's go ahead and see, explore the solution and how I approached this. Okay, so what I did is I just made little change to the data set. So this is the data set which was shared. Here it is all month year. Since here, right? So if you look at the first half of the requirement, when they select a particular month, they would want to select the previous 4 month duration. So that means I have to go back 4 months back, and I have to see what's the start date, so which is August 1st, and then I have to go back 1 month and see what is the end date of the previous month, November. So I need some date fields to perform these operations, right? So I added a date field along with this month year field. Okay, so this is the data set I prepared. So basically, date one is a date, date two is in date format, and these are the values. And then I derived month name. So month year date one, month name, month year date two. So I basically have two month year fields and two date fields, and this value. Okay, so this is the supporting data set I have. So now let going back to the UI. So I have this month year date one. Okay, so now the requirement is when I select December 23, so I have to um, select the previous 4 months. So I have to first capture the start date, right? So what I'm doing here is I'm using this month start function. So month start date one comma minus 4. So this is going to give me the start date of the previous fourth month, which is August 1st. So this is the starting date, 1st August 23, when December 23 is selected. Similarly, I need the end date, right? So the end date is month end of date one comma minus one. So which is 1 month before. So for, since the selection is December, I go one step back, which is November, and this is the last date for November. So this month end is going to give me the end date. So now I have the ranges. So I have the start date, I have the end date. So now when I select a month year in this date one, so I should see the data only within this range, from starting from here to here, correct? 4 months of data is what I have to see. So I have just simply created two bar charts just to visualize it, to understand the flow. So date one is the dimension I have used, and in the measure, right, I am saying sum of sales for this range, where the date one is equal to greater than August 1st, less than November 30. So within this range I'm doing sum of the value, and I'm ignoring this field because this is the filter I'm using, right? So I'm ignoring that because obviously this is selecting only December, but I need data for 4 months, so I'm ignoring that, and I'm going with this range, August to November, sum of sales. This filter is applied on date 1. Okay, so what I get here is x-axis is date 1. I see values for last 4 months. Okay, so let me clear this. So I will get data for all the month, but when I select December, so I get the previous 4-month data. Similarly, here also, the x-axis is date 2 now. Here also date 2 I'm filtering it for this range, 1st August to 30th November. I'm ignoring this. So only difference is this range will be applied on date 2 instead of date 1 here. Okay. So x-axis date 2, and here also you see 4 months data. So now I have the data separately. I was able to get 4 months in date 1, 4 months in date 2. But we are interested in only this part, the overlapping part. So this portion with this portion, we have to see or consider only the portion which is overlapping, right? So if you see here, August and October, right? So this August 18 and this October is 18. So this is one record, and this September is 19, November is 19. This another record. So this 18 and 19 is what overlaps here, and we should sum only these two, and we have to ignore the remaining two other months. So when we say the, so which is nothing but the intersection, right? The common portion between these two. So automatically we can make use of the intersection in set analysis. Okay. So if you remember, we have come up with the expression in this chart, right? Two set expression. So I just copied those two. So this is the first half from the first chart where date 1 is filtered for this range. And this is the second half where date 2 is filtered, right, for the same range. Now in the middle, if you notice, I have an intersection here. So this is going to consider only the common data between these two, which is nothing but the 18 and 19. So only those two numbers is going to be summed over here. So sum of value of 18 and 19, and I'm achieving it using this intersection feature in set analysis. So which returns 37, which is the um, expected result over here, right? So this is what they wanted. Okay, and this is a solution which was given. So hope we understood the problem statement and the approach I took, and how I used set analysis intersection to achieve this. Okay, please do let me know in the comment section for any clarification. Thanks for watching.